Sydney Sweeney, 28, her bikini photo leaves nothing to imagination. Proof in Pic is the kind of headline designed to stop scrolling instantly. But beyond the attention-grabbing phrasing lies a much larger conversation about celebrity culture, image control, and how a single photograph can spark worldwide discussion within minutes. Sydney Sweeney, at 28, has become one of the most talked about names in entertainment, and every public appearance now seems to carry amplified meaning. The photo in question quickly circulated online, not because bikinis are unusual, but because of the confidence and composure Sydney projected. There was no forced performance, no exaggerated posing. Instead, the image captured a moment that felt natural and unfiltered, which is precisely what made it so powerful. In today's digital world, authenticity often creates more impact than perfection. Public reaction was immediate and divided. Admirers praised her self-assurance, calling it refreshing in an industry that often demands rigid standards. Others debated whether such visibility invites unnecessary scrutiny. Yet, that debate itself reveals the real issue: how comfortable society is with women owning their image without explanation or apology. Sydney Sweeney's rise has been built on talent and range, not shock value. From emotionally complex roles to high-pressure performances, she has shown a strong sense of control over her career. That same control appeared evident in the way she carried herself in the photo. It wasn't about proving anything. It was about existing confidently in a moment. At 28, Sydney stands at a unique intersection of fame and maturity. She's young enough to be labeled up-and-coming, yet experienced enough to understand how narratives are formed around public figures. The image became a headline because audiences often project intention where there may be none. A calm, confident presence can easily be misinterpreted as provocation. What's important to note is how quickly the conversation moved away from the photo itself and toward broader ideas of body image and autonomy. Supporters pointed out that confidence should not be sensationalized. Critics questioned why such images still dominate attention. Both reactions highlight the tension between public consumption and personal choice. The phrase "leaves nothing to imagination" says more about the viewer than the subject. Clothing does not define character, nor does confidence imply consent to judgment. Sydney's image became viral not because it crossed a line, but because it exposed how narrow that line still is in public perception. In an industry where every move is analyzed, maintaining authenticity is a quiet form of resistance. Sydney Sweeney didn't respond with statements or explanations. She didn't need to. Silence, in this case, reinforced the message that not every moment requires justification. Ultimately, this wasn't just about a bikini photo. It was about visibility, confidence, and the ongoing evolution of how women in the spotlight are viewed. Sydney Sweeney's moment resonated because it reflected a shift towards self-ownership and away from approval-seeking. As the headlines fade, what remains is the impression of someone comfortable in her own space, unaffected by noise. And sometimes that quiet confidence speaks louder than any caption ever could.